Hey YouTube family, it's Dinko the Realtor. I'm always going to keep it 100% real, give you up-to-date information and data. That way you have all the information that you need to make the decision of when to purchase in 2023. It's really ticking me off that I'm hearing some realtors saying that home prices are not going to go down and that they haven't even gone down, when the data is showing that in fact they have gone down, and the January data is showing it's the 8th consecutive month that the single family median home price has gone down. I'm going to show you that, show you how much homes have gone down from the peak in May, and also the astronomical amount of inventory that we have right now in February compared to same time last year. Let's first look at the median single family home price here, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Now, January 1st of 2023 through January 31st of 2023, we see that the single family median home price is $505,000. That is down, if you take a look to the left here, of the official data that the board and the MLS released of $521,000 in December. So $521,000 in December was a single family median home price, and we see that right now in January it's $505,000. That is a $16,000 drop just from the previous month. Now I'm going to show you the data that shows how much we've come down from the peak of May. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you have all the information that you need to make the decision of when to purchase in 2023. Now let's take a look at this data right here. In May, we see that the median single family home price was $598,500. That is pretty much $600,000. We see that now the single family median home price in January is $505,000. That is a decrease of 15%. 15%. How can anybody deny that home prices are going down when the data shows that the home prices have gone down 15%, almost $100,000 from the peak in May? That's just in 8 months. Just in 8 months, we've had the price drop almost $100,000. Now I'm going to show also the inventory, the astronomical amount of inventory that we have. Before we do that, do me a favor, hit that like button. It'll push this video in front of more people. It'll really help the channel grow. And I'm a licensed real estate agent in Utah. When it's time for you to buy, when you need a realtor in Utah, I will always provide up-to-date current information. That way you have the information that you need to make that decision if it's a time to purchase for you. And I have people calling me all the time to brainstorm, to put strategies together. My contact information is down below in the description. Feel free to call me anytime and we can put that strategy together for you as well. Now, let's get back over here. Before I actually show the inventory, look what the builders are doing now. This is a profile picture, the main picture that the builder is choosing to advertise. Save $90,000. This home was $710,000. Now this home is $620,000, a drop of $90,000. They dropped it a month ago and this house still hasn't sold. It used to be, hey, limited inventory. Now 2023 is, hey, let's save you some money and get you into a home. The narrative changed. This is what I was saying last year. All of these builders are saying, hey, the incentives are going to be gone after Christmas. We're not going to give you these incentives. You have to close at the end of December. The reason they wanted that is they didn't want to offend the people that were currently under contract, and they wanted as many people to close at a higher number before they started discounting the houses. And exactly what I stated would happen has happened. Builders are emailing, they're advertising, they are putting it on the MLS as a profile picture that, hey, we are willing to negotiate. We have dropped our price. We are willing to drop it more. Give us an offer. Now, what's going to happen when inventory starts skyrocketing in the spring? This is why don't buy until the spring inventory starts hitting the market. If we take a look right here, and let me just zoom out here, should make sure I'm not in the way of the camera. There we go. Okay, so we see that in February of 2022, there was 1,889 houses on the market active for sale. If we go over here, we see that right now in February, there is 7,150 houses available on the MLS. That's an increase of 278%. We have almost 4 times the amount of homes on the market active on the MLS right now compared to same time last year. If we come down here and look at this graph, let me just zoom out a little bit more. I mean, look at this. February of last year, 1,889 to February of this year, 7,150 homes active on the MLS. I mean, it's as if you're standing next to a NBA center. I mean, this is something we can't ignore. Look at the difference in inventory. How can somebody say that inventory is going down, that inventory hasn't gone up when there is 4 times the amount of inventory currently on the MLS compared to a year ago? Now, this is the other data that I want to share of why waiting until the spring inventory can potentially save you tons of money. I mean, just watch this. January of 2021, there was 2,037 homes on the MLS. January of last year of 2022, there was actually less houses on the MLS for sale. There was 1,763. But then when we flip around over here and we take a look and we go into March, look at this data just flip, right? It goes from 1,840 in 2021 of March to 2,481. All of a sudden, there's more inventory. Inventory started growing before the prices of the single family median home price even peaked in May. Now, if we go to look at the April and May numbers, I mean, this is just staggering. Just shows you what's going to happen. Potentially, we can have 10,000, 11,000. I mean, just look at this. In April, we have 3,662 houses for sale on the MLS in 2022 compared to 2,445 in April of 2021. Now, May is the big kicker. This is when the market peaked. And just keep in mind that all of the houses, majority of them that closed in May, they actually went under contract in April. So even though the market peaked in May, it actually really peaked in April. So if you take a look at the data of inventory in May, 5,225 houses for sale compared to 2,545. There was a 100% increase in the amount of homes active on the MLS. And this is when the market started going down. And ever since May, we've had 8 consecutive months where home prices have dropped and $100,000 of equity is gone. Now, if we take a look at this, the under contracts were staying relatively the same. However, if we go to the data of right now and we add in the under contracts, we see here that there is almost half the amount of homes going under contract every single month. I mean, look at the amount. Last year, you had as many houses going under contract as we have currently active. It's like, I mean, the roles just flipped. So what happens when we start getting this data, when we start getting these numbers? I mean, once the spring inventory starts hitting the market, is this going to grow to 10,000, 12,000, 13,000 active homes by April or May? This is why waiting can potentially save you an astronomical amount of money on the purchase of your home. We see that the data is not showing that things are stabilizing. The data is showing that it could potentially get much worse. This is why waiting until we have the March data is potentially going to save you a whole lot of money. If you want to brainstorm, if you want to put a strategy together, or if you even want to say hi, my contact information is down below. Call me anytime. We'll strategize together. And do me a favor, hit that like button, help the channel grow. Let's get this video in front of more people. And until next time, have a great day.